Hi everyone, this is the FRC Historian. Today, we're going to be talking about what one user put as the biggest comeback in FRC 2018, or even FRC history. So today, we're going to be looking at the Stemleague Cup 2018. Now, the Stemleague Cup was an interesting competition that I watched, personally because I like seeing a lot of the off-seasons, and the Stemleague Cup's a big one. And what I thought was interesting about the whole competition was the alliances. Because if you look at it, the first-ranked alliance was first-ranked team was 49-17, Sir Lancelot, the captain of the second alliance at Waterloo, the only district that OP lost, and the only competition that they lost up until Worlds. And that was interesting. So they picked OP. And then the second alliance was Team 2013, the Cybernome, who picked Dave. Team Dave, the first pick of 49-17 at Waterloo. And then the third alliance was captained by Symbiotics, who picked Theory 6, OP's first pick in both their districts and the World Championship. And that was a pretty good alliance. Now, walking into this, I knew that it was going to be very close between the first and third alliances. But the fourth alliance was also very commendable. Teams 46-78, the Cybercavs, and also Team 13-25, OP's first pick at the Canadian District Championship. Now, if you look through it, it's pretty consistent, almost all the way through. You see that through all the quarterfinals, there's only one upset match. Every single Red Alliance took home the gold, and there was only one tiebreaker match, which was quarters 3 with the Cybergnomes Alliance. Then the semis was pretty normal as well. The Sir Lancelot OP Alliance took home and went on to the finals, and also the Theory 6 Alliance, along with Symbiotics, went to the finals, upsetting Cybernome in both their matches by a margin of almost 300 points both matches. Now, when you go to the finals, these were two really good alliances, and when I finally saw this the same weekend as Alpina off-season, I was really impressed. Because if you see the first match, OP went up for their Auton against Symbiotics. And what was interesting about that was OP had a 3-cube Auton on their side, and so did Symbiotics. So when they both ran it, they both got 3 on the scale, and it was tied, deadlock for a few seconds, and that was insane. But by the end of the match, OP and Sir Lancelot were able to outscale them by at least 1 cube, which ended the match 369-269, 100-point margin, ending finals match 1. The finals match 2. OP was on the far side of the scale, and since Sir Lancelot wasn't going for the scale, now OP normally had a 2-cube Auton, but they missed one. And in that right, Sir Lancelot Symbiotics was able to do more on the scale. And in conjunction with that, and the fact that 7509, a rookie, was able to play effective defense against OP, they were able to win that match 354-277. So now it all came down to the end. These were very, very good alliances. And I need to mention that the OP alliance with Sir Lancelot did outscale Symbiotics and Theory 6. Even though they were down in the beginning, they did start to outscale them in the end. Now, if it was just those 2 matches and the third one was a blowout, then we wouldn't be talking about this. But it was a blowout. It wasn't a blowout. That's why we're talking about it. Because this is a comeback. So let's start out right now and watch part of Finals Match 3 in the Stemleague Cup Championship 2018. What you see is that, unfortunately for OP again, they were able to get their side of the scale. They got 1 up. They failed the second one. And when it came to the third one, they made it. So you had OP and Symbotics both had their Autons. They both got 2 up on the scale, and the match started. OP took a quick lead on the scale, with the Blue Alliance taking it back several times throughout the match. And the Red Alliance actually started to clear away after a little bit. Because after a little bit, the Red Alliance at the highest point had a lead of 70 points, with 50 seconds remaining. And as we know with the 2018 FRC game, the announcers would always say, oh, it's a close match, they're only losing by 200 points, they can take it back. That didn't always happen. But they were able to, the Blue Alliance was able to take it back with about 35 seconds remaining, getting 2 points per second. And with a almost 80-point margin, not many people didn't think much of it. It was over. OP had won the competition. But the one thing that makes me love the STEM League Cup so much more than in, say, other events is their change of the rules. IRI invented changing some rules, like strict weight perimeters or pulling down the other alliance's side of the scale. But what they did in the STEM League Cup was add a super cube. And in this case, in 2018, the super cube determined the end of the match, because whenever you put the cube on there, it's 5 points times the number of cubes on your side of the scale. It just so happened that when Symbotics put that cube on the scale, there were 10. And Theory 6 was able to pull off a literal 2-second climb. And then, in the end of the match, the final score was 350 to 346. At the end of the match, the Red Alliance was able to get a score of 346, with the Blue Alliance's 300. But because of the Super Cube, the Blue Alliance pulled away and was able to win the competition in the end of Finals Match 3. And that is something that when I watched this live feed, I was completely floored. It was an amazing competition to watch. First off, when I saw that Cybernomans were ranked 2 in the second ranked alliance, I had thought that they would have gone for either Symbotics or Theory 6. I really did think so. And I thought that, okay, third alliance is going to be 1325 and 1241 over 1114, and OP is going to take it home. But they didn't. They went for Dave, which is also an amazing team. First pick of the Daily Alliance in 2018. This was a very fun competition to watch, and it's nice to see that, even though at the absolute most there was an 80-point difference between the two alliances, and the Blue Alliance never gave up. They took it back, they put the Super Cube on their side of the scale, and they were able to win the competition at the end of the day. That's what's powerful about both that rule change and Power Up. It's fun to watch these. It's fun to not know who's going to win. And what's even more fun is when you assume one alliance is going to win, and then the other alliance was able to pull away and do that. Alright, thank you. Whoever sent me that upset for that, I want to make these, so if any of you have an idea, I'll put the link to the forum below. Please let me know of any other upsets you want me to cover from any year, by the way. Not just this year. Even if you want to cover the 1999 Juggernauts upset over Technocats in the finals of Einstein. I really don't care, as long as I can find the videos. Thank you for listening, and goodbye.